pitch and come up with a huge result for one of these teams here at the IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. By the way, Suriname, they won 3-0 their opening match in Paramaribo. A 3-0 victory versus the Cayman Islands. The Dr. Franklin Esses Stadium in Paramaribo. And this is a team in Suriname specifically that have had quite a history when it comes to their footballers. We'll get into that as this match progresses, but this is going to be quite an interesting matchup as Aruba, part of the ABC island chain or island archipelago, if you want to use that expression. Aruba, Bonaire, and Curaçao, all three of those having ties to the Netherlands. Suriname as well, led by Ryan Donk, currently plying his trade with the Turkish Giants of Galatasaray. He is the captain for this encounter for Suriname. With Suriname making their way onto the pitch, let's listen to the national anthems of both these beautiful nations.
And this time we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem of Aruba, followed by the national anthem of Suriname.
The national anthem of the island nation of Aruba and the national anthem of the nation of Suriname on the South American continent. On the left is the captain of Aruba, the goalkeeper, Eric Abdul, and on the right is the captain of Suriname, Ryan Donk. As I mentioned before, I'm from Galatasaray. Ismail El Fath. El Fath is the referee. And a couple of ladies in the officiating crew for this matchup as the ladies continue to make history and showing how the game, the beautiful game of football, is completely gender neutral. If you have the mind to play, you can be great. And the same thing for the officiating as well. So two ladies, American ladies, part of the officiating crew for this matchup between Aruba and Suriname, showing that we are getting closer and closer. Still have a way to go, but we're still getting closer and closer to equality and assignments based on merit. These are two of the top officials, the ladies in the officiating crew, two of the top officials in all of the CONCACAF region. And so the 12th all-time meeting between these two nations with ties to the Netherlands about to begin. And if Suriname can duplicate the form that got them the 3 points against the Cayman Islands, we are going to have quite a showdown in Group B of this first round of CONCACAF World Cup qualifying for the 22 quest to Qatar. I'm looking forward to seeing how these two teams come out and play, especially when you consider, as I mentioned before, the Dutch influence and that total voetbal that the Netherlands brought to the world that raised the level of football. And both of these teams you expect are going to incorporate their philosophy into their football. So this is going to be quite an interesting matchup between these two teams in Group B. Of course, both of these teams looking up at Canada. Canada having no problems in smashing Bermuda 5-1 in their opening match of this 2022 World Cup qualifying campaign. So Ismail El Fath. So I'm doing a little warm up there, a couple of knee raises just to get the blood flowing. And ladies and gentlemen, we are underway at the IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. Suriname in those white kits with the green and red designs and the black numbers. They'll be attacking from right to left. Aruba in those smooth yellow and blue kits from left to right. Suriname from right to left. Aruba from left to right. I am George DeMatteis. Thank you very much for joining us in this matchup of the 2022 World Cup qualifier for CONCACAF, the Confederation of North Central American and Caribbean Football. And Suriname early with the possession through the middle. Ron Cherry. Shaquille Pinas that scored one of the goals in that 3-0 victory. Nigel Hasselbank. So the 11 on the pitch, we'll start with Suriname. The team in white, green, and red, the black numbers. Warner Hahn is in goal, a back line of Demil Dankerlui, Mayenty Abena, Ryan Donk, and Shaquille Pinas. That is the back line from right to left. Midfield of Diego Biseswar, Kelvin Leerdam, and Jaron Cherry. And then the attacking trio of Nigel Hasselbank, Leofilo Vleiter, and Florian Josephzoon. Those are the 11 on the pitch for the manager of Suriname, Dean Goré, known as Natio. Meanwhile, the 11 on the pitch, Eric Abdul is the captain. Javier Jimenez, Mark Jacobs, Nickinson Paul, and Jean-Pierre Hayden, that back line. Midfield of Kendrick Pulina, Walter Bennett. Here's the turn to shot. Abdul coming up with a big save to deny Nigel Hasselbank. Joshua Salazar, Francois Croix, Edward Clarissa, Walter Bennett, Javier Jimenez. Great effort here by Nigel Hasselbank and a great save by Eric Abdul. And Suriname with the first dangerous chance of the match, forcing the first save from the Aruba captain. A couple of headers in and eventually cleared out. High-footed shot sent into the area. Donk trying to make the turn. And Aruba managed to escape danger thanks to the captain, Eric Abdul. Here's Stanley Menso. Two-time Ajax goalkeeper in his playing days, and a native of Aruba. And now a chance for Suriname. Bursting down that right side is Florian Jozefzoon. Leads to a corner. We saw the earlier opportunity by Nigel Hasselbank. If that last name sounds familiar, it's because he is the nephew of the former Chelsea striker, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. And it's a family affair in the attacking portion for Suriname. We'll talk a little bit about that more as we see the ball flight in. Javier Jimenez coming up with a big intervention there. So Nigel Hasselbank, the nephew of Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, and his cousin is Cleofilo Vleiter, who is in the starting lineup as well, up top. So headed out by Javier Jimenez. And dancing around, trying to maintain the possession. Diego Biseswar, the PAOK player from representing the Greek First Division. Some headers. Salazar throwing out an Aruba bursting forward here, looking to connect. Loaded in the first touch of the match for Warner Hahn, the goalkeeper for Suriname. Group B in this first round of World Cup qualifying, consisting of Suriname, Aruba, Canada, Bermuda, and the Cayman Islands. Well, here's a great run through the middle by Dankerlui. Service inside, the header! Looked like Hasselbank was there, Nigel Hasselbank. Just couldn't get clean contact onto it. And the Aruba defense is under serious threat here as Mark Jacobs throws it in. And Suriname looking the more dangerous side early on in this match. A side with a good number of players in Europe. Hasselbank in Israel. Same with Vleiter. Jozefzoon, Rotherham United. Shaquille Pinas. And ADO Den Haag. As you might expect, a strong Dutch connection. So good number of players in either in the Eredivisie in the Netherlands or the Eerste Divisie in the Netherlands, which is the second division. Is an overlapping run by Dankerlui. He gets the ball back. Dankerlui with plenty of space inside, looking to turn the shot. Just trickles wide. Cleofilo Vleiter, who scored in that win against the Cayman Islands, but this is well worked. Plenty of space. It's an excellent service by Dankerlui. Dankerlui just missing out on that clean hit there was Cleofilo Vleiter, as I mentioned before, who's the cousin of Nigel Hasselbank. Suriname right now in control of the possession. Aruba doing well to be aggressive and win the ball back. Long ball over the top, trying to connect. Edward Clarissa and Jimenez. It's looking like a 4-4-2 for Aruba. Meanwhile, Suriname, the more traditional Dutch formation of the 4-3-3. This one floated over the top. Looked like Biseswar was making his run from a deeper lying position, though that was Kelvin Leerdam. Kelvin Leerdam didn't have to make too far of a trip for this match. As he plies his trade with Inter Miami, although he did have to fly to Suriname for the 3-0 victory against the Cayman Islands. In fact, there are 3 changes for the Suriname side from that victory against the Cayman Islands, with Diego Biseswart in for Roland Alberg, Jaron Cherry in for Ramon Leuven, and Ivenzo Comvalius drops to the bench for Florian Jozefzoon. Out wide, Dunker Louis had a great opportunity to get an assist in this match. Plenty of space here down the left side for Shaquille Pinas. And Hasselbank, Nigel Hasselbank. Hasselbank getting into the area. Hasselbank squaring inside in the middle, looking for Jozefzoon coming in late. Dunker Louis goes down. The ball was touched by the defender, and it is going to be a throw-in for Suriname. Nigel Hasselbank looking dangerous down that right side. Benai Sachnin. Player down the left side. Beitar Jerusalem is where his cousin plays. Smooth touches through the midfield here. Plenty of space for Biseswart. Out wide to Pinas. Biseswart filtering in. Oh, just a little too heavy for Jaron Cherry. But still, some very good football being played by Suriname. Let's see what Aruba can do here to build the attack going forward. Long ball played in now, plenty of space. Biseswart. Pass a little too heavy for Hasselbank. Vleiter was there as well. Cleared away. They easily handled by Shaquille Pinas. I wonder where he gets his first name from. So you see the back line, Mayenti Abena, the donk to Pinas. Hasselbank almost made the turn, but Mark Jacobs was there to make sure he did not make the turn. Jimmy Floyd's nephew. Settled in the midfield now, Aruba. Not much pressure there on Kendrick Pulina. Ismail El Fath. Wants to make sure everything's okay as Nick and St. Paul looking on. On the right side, Jozefzoon. Good run there until he got to the top of the six and then held up. Eric Santos de Gouveia getting a touch in the middle there. Through ball up top. Trying to link up with Edward Clarissa. That strike partnership up top between Clarissa and Javier Jimenez. Dunker Louis. Jozefzoon around one player. Checks his footwork. The header! Just over the crossbar there by Vleiter, but still well done down that right side by Florian Jozefzoon to link up with Vleiter, who in the 2019-2020 CONCACAF Nations League was the top scorer amongst all the leagues. 10 goals in 6 matches in League B, helping Suriname get promoted to League A. 21 years old. He's a young striker with a bright future, especially if he can continue to score goals at that rate for Suriname. Ryan Dunk, the captain, the Galatasaray men, who themselves are in quite a fight for the Turkish Super League title this season, with their two Istanbul rivals challenging them in Beşiktaş and Fenerbahçe. Taking some time out from Turkish football to help Suriname get closer to a World Cup. Suriname and Aruba, neither one of these nations have qualified for a World Cup. Hasselbank into space for Biseswar. Squared inside. Last second defending, preventing a shot on target. It will get a corner kick in favor of Suriname, who have been in firm control of this match. Aruba, they haven't been able to get out of their own half so far in these first 15 minutes. We are in the 15th minute. So Diego Biseswar, right-footed, in-swinger near post. Hasselbank, the intended target, kept out by Kendrick Pulina. Service far post, header by Mark Jacobs. And another corner kick, this time from the other side. Is Maenti Abena getting involved, and Mark Jacobs has been very busy. And some man marking in the area here. Let's see if he can take advantage of is another defensive header. Well done by the Aruba defense to fight off these set pieces, as Javier Jimenez, the one that keeps that one out. Biseswar to the top of the 6 off Leiter. They're going to say it's, I thought it was off of Leiter. No, Ismail Al-Fath. The official says no, we're going to have another corner kick here. John Cherry, quick and short. And all the way back. Biseswar head up looking. Sees the run of Cherry down that far post. This one is going to go over the line, but of course the goal will not count. Offside, preventing the first goal of the match, an obvious offside. Biseswar trying to link up with Josef Zun in on that play, on that movement, if you will. Eric Santos de Gouveia. Ball is won by Abena. And now Biseswar in the middle. Done the track back was Santos de Gouveia. Played in the space and Suriname once again on the attack going forward with the possession. The 12th, as I mentioned before, 12th meeting in all competitions in the senior level for these two nations. Suriname has only lost once. As Biseswar with the shot, deflected. Kicked out by Nickinson Paul. And down that right side, Mark Jacobs doing very well in his right back position. Now a chance for Aruba to build attack going forward. Eric Abdul blasts it up, looking to connect with Javier Jimenez. Jacobs, and won well by Shaquille Pinas, and now Hasselbank. Referee says playing on the foul, and now down that right side. Josefson to Dunker Louis. And first touch, loses the ball, and now a chance for Aruba to go on the counter. As the pass intended for Edward Clarissa, too heavy. Suriname able to recover. Oh, great move down that right side, Josefson. Now the burst of pace. Squaring inside, no one at the top of the 6. Or actually, I should say, Hasselbank and Leiter were too deep in the top of the 6 and no one in the heart of the area. Ryan Donk to Cherry. Smooth little touch there. Well worked through the midfield between Leerdam and Biseswat. And then the goal by Nigel Hasselbank. His first goal of World Cup qualifying. And it comes in the 20th minute. And Biseswat, and this all starts with the fantastic connection in tight quarters there between Biseswat, Leerdam, and Hasselbank. Look at this pass there by Biseswat. And then to Leerdam. And Hasselbank finishes like his uncle used to. Jimmy Floyd is very happy with his nephew. It is 1-0 for Suriname. Nigel Hasselbank in the 20th minute, giving the Natio the 1-0 advantage. Let's see how Aruba will respond here. As they have been pinned back for the majority of this first half. A little bit of a high press there, being deployed by Suriname, forcing Aruba to go backwards. Ball over the top. The goal scorer in the space for Cherry, who's got plenty of space to operate. Head up looking inside. A couple of players diving for it, and then eventually Biseswat sends it over the crossbar. Both Hasselbank and Vleiter elevating and trying to connect with the ball to put it over the line. It did not quite work, but still well done down that left side, especially by Cherry. Now the service inside. Hasselbank looking for a brace, but right into the hands of Eric Abdul, who looks to play quickly on the counter. The touch by Javier Jimenez is too heavy and easily recovered by Ryan Donk. Trying to pin Jerron Cherry down. Excuse me, down that far side. Dunker Louis. Here's Cherry linking up with Hasselbank. And Cherry. Just for Biseswat. Ryan Donk. All 10 outfield players for Suriname in their attacking half. Shaquille Pinas inside. Connected. Falls. The shot is deflected by Vleiter. Vleiter goes far post and almost scores a second goal for Suriname. The initial effort by Vleiter is kept out by Francois Croix and falls to Vleiter again, and he almost made it 2-0 for Suriname. So Biseswat with the service. Deflects shot. Ryan Donk is there. And Eric Abdul comes up with a big save to prevent a second goal. Ryan Donk scoring from the spot in the victory in Paramaribo against the Cayman Islands. Biseswar, plenty of space, squaring, looking for Donk in the middle. And they regain the possession. By the way, may I just say, Aruba and Suriname, two places I would love to visit before I die. This is a great through ball by Hasselbank to Vleiter! And he misses just wide. This was the chance that was kept out by Abdul after Pinas. The Donk, look at that one touch, swerve of the hips. The Galatasaray man almost made it 2-0. I think Ryan Donk needs the ball in the air. He scores many more goals, or it appears to be more comfortable scoring goals when the ball is in the air. He could use his head more than his feet. Big clash in the middle there.
Nee, maar ik bedoel, als ze met me kom hier gelijk. Je bent nog iets te ver, naar binnen.
And it looks like Javier Jimenez is down.
Jullie letten alleen maar op de bal. Je moet op mensen letten, die bal doet niks.
The 21-year-old, he got crunched in between a couple of players with Mayentia Bena coming in strong from the back.
Moet naar mensen kijken. Niet zelf scoren.
Stanley Menso. He felt hard. He was crunched in there between Cherry and Abena. Stanley Menso, the manager of Aruba. The goalkeeper, long-time goalkeeper for Ajax. Oranje International during his playing day is Dean Gorret. Knows he has a talented team with a rich history. Maybe not in terms of World Cups, when you consider all the Dutch players that have either been born in Suriname or have a connection to Suriname, the diaspora, if you will. And look at the players that have that connection with Suriname. I mean, they could have qualified for the World Cup 3 times over. And you can make the argument, because of those players, they would be the best team in CONCACAF. Good to see Javier Jimenez up and walking. He's favoring his lower back. Certainly hope that it's something minor that he will recover very quickly. So Francois Croix trying to send it in, trying to link up with Edward Clarissa. Here's Hasselbank. The run was being made by Pinas. Instead, it's to Biseswar. Biseswar filtering it through for Vleiter. And Vleiter sees his effort kept out. Neofilo Vleiter. And they understand. I think you can hear the bench of Aruba saying, watch out for Ryan Donk. They know how lethal he can be with his head on these set pieces. He actually gets contact here, but he's... Oh, I thought at first it was a foul, but no, it's going to be a goal for Suriname, and it's Ryan Donk off of his chest. It wasn't a big goal celebration, and the way Francois Croix was gesturing, thought it was a foul in his favor. I think even Ryan Donk thought it was a foul, but well, by all indications, yep, they gave the goal to Ryan Donk. Actually, looks more like an own goal off of Francois Croix. So it is 2-0 in favor of Suriname right before the half-hour mark. We'll see what happens in terms of the official score, but it looks to me off the head of Francois Croix. Ryan Donk didn't even know what was going on. So Suriname in full control of this matchup. We'll run down the 11 on the pitch for Aruba really quick here, because I think I finally figured it out. This one sent in. There's the defensive header by Francois Croix in the 30th minute. So the goalkeeper, Eric Abdul, 3-4 in the back with Jacobs, Paul, Croix, and Kendrick Pulina. Midfield of Joshua Salazar, Bennett, Eric Santos de Gouveia, and here's an opportunity for Javier Jimenez, who's just back in the game after a hard fall favoring his lower back. Now he's favoring his left leg. And he's brought down by Ryan Donk. You have Jean-Pierre Hayden, and then up top, Clarissa and Javier Jimenez, and what looks like a simple 4-4-2 for Aruba. Javier Jimenez, 21-year-old, he's had a rough last 5 or 6 minutes for Stanley Mensel's side. As I mentioned, longtime Ajax goalkeeper, and got 6 caps for the Oranje of the Netherlands. And now a chance here for Aruba to look threatening after the foul. Floated in out wide, looking for Francois Croix. Joshua Salazar is battling for it, but eventually cleared away by the Suriname defense. Touch there by Pulina. And Francois Croix, unfortunately credited with the own goal off of his head. This is what crashing into Nickinson Paul. This one floated in just outside, about 5 meters outside the penalty area. Well done by Salazar to win it. Now playing it out wide to Jacobs, Mark Jacobs. Joshua Salazar. Twisting and turning, faced up by Diego Biseswar. Finally tried to make a turn on Biseswar. Kept out. Well done by John Cherry, spinning and turning, forcing the foul. Out wide, trying to get to Florian Joseph Zun. Croix to Nickinson Paul. Plenty of space for the center back for Aruba. Tried to play it long, but could not link up with Walter Bennett making the run. in the middle, and now a chance out wide. Hasselbank, they've been very dangerous down the left side. Pinas is overlapping. It's Hasselbank who scored the first goal. Hasselbank in the top of the penalty area. Lays it off for Dankerlui. Out wide to Jozefzoon. Jozefzoon inside. Defensive header by Walter Bennett. And a chance for Aruba to build their attack going forward. So we are 34 minutes in here at the IMG Academy. It is 2-0 in favor of Suriname, the team in white, green, and red. Nigel Hasselbank in the 20th minute, and in the 29th minute, the own goal by Francois Preuss. Through ball for Hasselbank to Vleiter. What a save by Abdul! A magnificent save by Eric Abdul to deny Leofilo Vleiter at the doorstep. One-on-one is Javier Jimenez going 1-on-3, I should say. And once again, Suriname on the attack. That save by Eric Abdul. I almost said Eric Abidal. Eric Abdul, the goalkeeper. Magnificent, denying Vleiter right at the doorstep. Inside by Leerdam out wide to Hasselbank, using the outside of the right foot. Little Trivela action for the, trying to get the assist. Biseswar, lots of touches, influential in his first half. Once again out wide to Biseswar. Can't miss it with that great afro that he has there. Now in the middle, that was Pinas trying to link up with Vleiter. You can see Aruba, they want to play quickly up the pitch. They just trying to see if they can catch Suriname on the counter. The passes just have been inaccurate. This was the chance here. What a great save. Abdul comes off of his line quickly. Denies Vleiter what would have been a third goal for Suriname. Patient build up here by Suriname. Pinas drops it back into the middle for Leerdam. With a 2-goal lead, not much of a rush here. We're going to be a little more patient in the build-up, Suriname. On the right side, Jozefzoon for Vleiter. The black heel flick, the shot! Hasselbank, it falls for Nigel Hasselbank, and he has a brace. 3-0 for Suriname here at the IMG Academy in Bradenton. Jozefzoon, this ball filters through. There's a touch there through the middle. Oh, it's a mistake in the back by Walter Bennett. He got a touch onto it, but a little bit out of position, and it falls for Hasselbank. He has a second goal, and it comes in the 37th minute. It is 3-0 for Suriname. Dean Gorre has to be satisfied with his team's performance here. IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. And a little bit of pressure by Aruba, but then they lose the ball in midfield. Here's Leardown. Excuse me, that was Shaquille Pinas that won the ball. Now out wide for Josef Zun. Faced up by Hayden. Inside, the turn. The shot goes wide. Duran Cherry getting into the action. And Nigel Hasselbank almost getting a hat trick. And it looks like they whistled a foul, or he wants a penalty. Now a little bit of some yoga stretching here. Looks like Jimenez for Aruba. He's been beaten up a little bit here in this first half. Javier Jimenez. Dominant performance by Suriname here in the first half. 3-0 advantage. Nicholson Paul coming over down the patrol down the left side. Shaquille Pinas feeling something. Suriname left back. Back place for Azul Denhag is Diego Biseswar. Now a set piece opportunity for the Natio. Let's see what the PAOK Salonika man can do here with the service. And Eric Abdul does well to win the foul and get the possession back for Aruba. We all know that any contact in the 6-yard box on the goalkeeper is going to go in his favor, and that's exactly what the case was. Although Eric Abdul puts his leg up there, digs a little bit into Abena's side. Here's an opportunity. The service sent in. Diving header cleared out by Nicholson Paul. So Suriname looking to pour it on here with another goal. Up 3-0. Mentioned the history of Suriname and the players that either were born here or, well, let's see what happens here. This is a great ball in by Biseswar trying to link up with Cherry. Duran Cherry instead settles for Abena after it was cleared away. Pinas. Cherry. Poor pass given away to Clarissa, and then back to Cherry, and now here's Duran Cherry in the area, squaring inside, looking for Fleiter. Josef Zun was making a late run far post. Unfortunately for Suriname, Fleiter just maybe timed his run a little too soon to pass behind them. But Suriname have regained the possession. Under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half of this 2022 Quest to Qatar World Cup qualifier in CONCACAF. 3-0 for Suriname, the team in white, green, and red with the black numbers, as Nigel Hasselbank has 2 goals, the number 9. And the goal sandwiched in between the Hasselbank goals was an own goal by the central defender for Aruba, Francois Croix. Another chance for Suriname to pour it on here, because it's looking like this Group B, Suriname and Canada are the two top teams. They will actually play each other in the final group stage match, or round one match, I should say. And unlike normal, or I should say group stages we are accustomed to, where there's a home and away. So a group stage of 5 teams, each team would play 8 normally, but because of time restrictions and obviously the COVID-19 pandemic, each team is just going to play 1 game or 4 matches instead of the home and away scenario. Louis not happy with the foul called against him. Elevates for the header, and then that right arm into the chest. Pulina. Donk settles it. Lisa Swar with the turn. But his movement is kept out by Eric Santos de Gouveia, looking for Javier Jimenez at the top. Settled by Edward Clarissa. Jimenez marked very well by Ryan Donk, the captain. Now Maenti Abena to Ryan Donk. Captain bursting forward to Nigel Hasselbank. Been finishing excellently in this match when he's had his chances. 2 goals already. Danker Louis. Joseph Zun. Joseph Zun closed down by Jean-Pierre Hayden and Hendrik Pulina. Suriname retained the possession. Danker Louis with the throw-in. Well, Joseph Zun was going one way. Vleiter was going the opposite direction. Joseph Zun was looking to burst forward and get into a further advanced position, but didn't work out that way. But with the way Suriname have played in these first 45 minutes, that little misconnection is a minor, very minor thing. Some strong defending there down the left side. Coming over to help was Kendrick Pulina. Attack getting bogged down a little bit down that right side for Suriname. They have looked the more dangerous down the left side. And so, ladies and gentlemen, after the first 45 minutes at the IMG Academy, it is Suriname up 3-0 over Aruba, a brace by Nigel Hasselbank, and an own goal by Francois Croix. And the Natio up 3-0 in this encounter. What adjustments will Stanley Menso make in the second half to get Aruba back into this encounter? But Suriname, the squad that plays in CONCACAF, but is located on the South American continent, are in an advantageous position and looking very strong to pick up the 3 points and keep up with Canada at the top of Group B. So far, so good for Suriname under Dean Gorret, as they're up 3-0 at this point in this 12th ever meeting between these two nations with ties to the Netherlands. watching some video, and some of his older family members said, hey, you know, your uncle, this is how he used to play. This is how he used to finish. His uncle being Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, long time great Chelsea striker who plied his trade. He was top flight with Leeds and Middlesbrough, and a former Netherlands international. In the second half, I'll break down a little bit about Suriname and their history, and the fact that when you look at some of the players that have either been born in Suriname or were eligible to play for Suriname through the parents or what have you. And this is a squad that could have qualified for at least 2 or 3 World Cups. Looks like the referee Ismail El Fath made a gesture for substitution, and it's going to be Shamar Montequieu, number 22. Let's see who he is coming on for here. It looks like Edward Clarissa, but we'll get confirmation here. Shamar Montequieu has come on for Aruba. We are underway here at the IMG Academy in Bradenton. Suriname, they are in the white kits with the red and green design pattern, if you will. This time attacking from left to right. Meanwhile, Aruba, gotta say those are some pretty smooth yellow and blue kits with the blue numbers from right to left. So Suriname from left to right, Aruba from right to left here at the IMG Academy in Bradenton. The man with the cards and the whistles is Ismail El Fath, representing the United States. Down the right side, Florian Jozefzoon. Jozefzoon cutting inside. Lays it off for Jerron Cherry. Service up top looking for Diego Biseswar. Settled through the midfield by Clarissa. So we'll run down the 22 men on the pitch here in just a second. Let's see what Suriname can do with this attack as Hasselbank's effort over the head of everyone. Suriname playing a 4-3-3 with Warner Hahn in goal. From right to left in the back line, it's Damil Donkerlouis, Mayenty Abena, Ryan Donk, the Galatasaray man, is the captain. And Shaquille Pinas is the left back. This one through for Biseswar, who makes a turn. Biseswar with the shot. The number 21 with the cool afro. Kelvin Leerdam, number 18, Sharon Cherry, number 10. Nigel Hasselbank, the number 9, with 2 goals and a brace so far in this matchup. Leofilo Vleiter, number 20, and Florian Jozefzoon down the right side. Those are the 11 on the pitch for Dean Gorret, the manager, and the head man in charge of Suriname's Voetbal Bond. Excuse me, my Dutch sounds terrible. Aruba, they've made a substitution with Shamar Montequieu coming on. It looks like he's come on for Kendrick Paulina. We will get confirmation of that. Another chance. Jozefzoon in the middle looking for Biseswar. Leiter is there as well. Long ball over the top. Trying to connect with Javier Jimenez. Got roughed up a little bit in the first half, but it's good to see him okay. Oh no, that was Edward Clarissa. It looks like it's Jean-Pierre Hayden that has come off the number 5. Get confirmation of that here. Now in the middle, Cherry, back here from Vleiter. Now Aruba looking to build the attack going forward. A touch by Played back for Walter Bennett, but Biseswar tracking back to recover. Inside, Hasselbank goes down in the area. We're going to get a penalty in favor of Suriname. Nigel Hasselbank brought down in the area. He was in behind the defense. Yep, no doubt about it. Nickinson Paul bringing him down. It's a spot shot opportunity for Suriname. Will they let Hasselbank take it so he can get a hat trick? Yellow card is given. Looks like Nickinson Paul is the one who picked up the yellow. Yep, it was. I'm sure for protesting. Clumsy challenge by the central defender for Aruba. We'll run down the 11 on the pitch here for Aruba in just a second, as Nigel Hasselbank will go for a third goal here, get his hat trick, and make it 4-0 for Suriname. It's Nigel Paul against the captain, Eric Abdul. Hasselbank, off the crossbar, misses the penalty. He had the goalkeeper going the wrong way. Tried to tuck it in underneath the crossbar. Instead, it hits the crossbar. And Hasselbank missing his chance for a hat trick in the 49th minute. Now a set-piece opportunity for Suriname. John Cherry loses the ball. Offside is the call. Now through the midfield here, Dam. Yep. All right, so Suriname building the attack going forward. Oh, chance cleared off the line, and then Hasselbank sails it over the crossbar. Punched out weakly by Abdul, and then flying in to try to keep it out. Sailed over by Hasselbank. So the substitutions made for Suriname back on the possession here. Anthony middle bursting forward. Here down. Biseswar for Hasselbank. His flag stay down. Hasselbank off the crossbar again. That's the second opportunity for a hat trick that has gone off the crossbar for Nigel Hasselbank. So Jean-Pierre Hayden sending in the service, and it's kept out. Suriname still with the clean sheet. Aruba getting dangerous. Speaking of dangerous, Biseswar inside, goal! Hasselbank finally gets his hat trick to make it 4-0 for Suriname. And it's Biseswar down that left side with plenty of space. Eric Abdul looking at his defenders going, what is wrong with you guys? And Hasselbank off the crossbar from the spot, then missed the shot off the crossbar 5 minutes earlier. And he slides in for maybe the easiest goal he has scored today. Diego Biseswar with the assist. 4-0 for Suriname as they continue to dominate here at the IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. Now at this point for Aruba, it's just a matter of the goal of honor here as Biseswar once again down the left side. And plays it up top for Jaron Cherry. Back for Kelvin Leerdown. Biseswar dancing out wide, Penis inside as Hasselbank, Leofilo Vleiter coming off, has moved into that center forward position. Now a foot race down that right side. Mark Jacobs able to control it. Now floated into the top, looking to link up with Edward Clarissa, but no concerns there as Abena handles it easily by Walter Hahn, who has been, well, he has not been busy, we'll put it that way. The goalkeeper for Suriname has not had much to do. There's a service sent inside. Paul does well to keep it out before he could get to Hasselbank for possibly a fourth goal. Well, with the 3 goals that Hasselbank has, he is now tied with Kyle Lauren, or level with Kyle Lauren, as the top goal scorer so far in CONCACAF World Cup qualifying. Lauren with 3 goals. The Besiktas man. Flighted in and kept out by Eric Santos de Gouveia. And there's the shot, and you can hear by the reaction of the players on the bench that they were not expecting that effort. So Eric Abdul made a couple of big saves in the first half. Not so fortunate here in the second half. When you look at Suriname, you think of the players that, as I mentioned before, that have been born in Suriname or have a parent or two that were born in Suriname, and the players that were eligible to play for Suriname but did not do so because of governmental restrictions not allowing certain players to play for Suriname. discouraging dual citizenship. So if you're not a full Suriname at the time, until the late 2000s, if you were not a full citizen of Suriname, you could not play for the national team. So that barred players like Mario Melchiot, Winston Bogard, Ruud Gullit, Ryan Babel, Frank Rijkaard, Edgar Davids, Clarence Seedorf, Patrick Kluivert, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. That prevented them from playing for Suriname. As this one is chased down by Javier Jimenez as he's faced up by Abena. Some strong defending there by the center back for Suriname. So because of some governmental regulations and inhibiting the citizenship of those not full Suriname citizens, no dual citizenship. Here's a turn and a shot. Finally, a dangerous opportunity there by Shamar Montague. But just to finish the point, the nation discouraging dual citizenship, so that barred a lot of magnificent players from playing for Suriname. Either they were born there or Dutch players of Surinamese descent. I mentioned the names. Imagine if Kluivert, Hasselbank, Seedorf, Davids, Rijkaard, Ryan Babel, Melchior, Ruud Gullit, Michel Vorm decided to play for Suriname throughout the course of their careers instead of the Netherlands. My goodness. I mean, that squad right there, our squad with 4 or 5 of those players would easily qualify for Suriname out of CONCACAF. I think finally the government smartened up. And in the early 2000s said if you are you can have dual citizenship anywhere else. If you have Surinamese roots, you can play for Suriname. So let's see if that increases the talent pool of Suriname. I mean, just think of that squad. David, Seedorf, Hasselbank, Kluivert. So many great players that were eligible to play for Suriname, but because they had dual citizenship with the Netherlands or another country, they could not play for Suriname. They missed out on some world legends in football who could have gotten them to their first World Cup a long time ago. Whistled there by Ismail El-Fath. Turnover here in the midfield, and chance going forward for Aruba, who've looked better in the second half in terms of their possession, as they're still looking to play the long ball into space to link up with a Montague or Clarissa, or specifically Montague and Jimenez up top. Ball up, played wide to the left. In the middle with plenty of space to turn is Hasselbank. And squared in. Hasselbank elevating for the header. Cleared out eventually by Santos de Gouveia. Some aggressive shot. Oh, just wide. After the ball was won in the midfield by Shaquille Pinas. Scored in their first match. Almost a 5th goal for Suriname. There's been a substitution as well. Mikael Darson has come on for Suriname. For Vleiter, which is why we're seeing Hasselbank in that center forward position, and that's also given Biseswar more room to operate down that left side. Mikael Darson. Plays professionally with Inter Moengotapo in the Suriname First Division, the top classer. And Eric Abdul getting some treatment here, the captain. Stanley Menso having some words with Kendrick Pulina. So Pulina, who started the first half and started his match at the left back position, is moved into the middle of the defense with Croix and Paul. Jean-Pierre Hayden at that left back position. Now he's dropped back deeper to fill that space. And with Clarissa getting some instruction from an Ajax manager. Excuse me, Ajax goalkeeper, I should say. Well, coming up next for these two teams in early part of June, Aruba will be taking on Bermuda. And Suriname will be taking on the Suriname will be taking on Bermuda in early June. On the 30th of March, Aruba will be taking on Bermuda. And I'm looking forward to that showdown on the 8th, the last group stage match. Hopefully, Suriname and Canada will be level on points, neck and neck in that game to close the Group B encounters, the Group B fixtures in this first round of CONCACAF World Cup qualifying. 3 goals so far by Nigel Hasselbank, an own goal by Francois Croix, and Suriname have the 4-0 advantage. And have yet to concede a goal so far in qualifying after a 3-0 victory in their first match of the round against the Cayman Islands. The Franklin Esses Stadion in the capital city of Paramaribo. So in the middle for Montecucco. And Shamar is brought down. Set piece opportunity here for Aruba. Just looking for a goal of honor here before they take on Bermuda in about 3 days' time here at the IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. By the way, the other nation in World Cup qualifying that has that strong Dutch connection is Curaçao. They beat St. Vincent and the Grenadines 5-0. So the Dutch influence of football has worked out very well so far. Not for Aruba, but for Suriname and Curaçao, sure has. Now a chance here. Santos de Gouveia serving it into the area. I think he was actually trying to go for goal there, but mishit it. All played over the top. It's behind Josef Zun. Trying to send it into the area. Takes the deflection. And Suriname with another chance to advance or get another goal. It's very important that they finish their opportunities. As you know, goal differential is a big tiebreaker. And cleared out by the Aruba defense. Jerron Cherry, left-footed service. It's gonna fall to turn the shot, and it goes in. And Florian Josefsson picks up his goal to make it 5-0 for Suriname in the 70th minute. Well, give credit to Maenti Abena for winning the header. And then it falls for Yosefzoon. And Abdul unable to keep it out. 5-0 at this point. Couple more substitutions coming in for Suriname. With Abena coming off. I think it's safe to say that Dean Borré, the manager of Suriname, is happy with his squad's performance. Abena comes off. He's replaced in the back. There's Dimitri Apai coming in for Diego Bisa's squad. See Ramon Leuven, the number 3, coming in for Maenti Abena. So Suriname for full control of this match. Leerdam bursting forward down that right side. Pass short and behind him. Dimitri Apai coming in. So Maenti Abena come off as Raymond Leuven, the AZ defender comes on. Ramon Leuven. So you see that Calvin Leerdam going over to the left, Yosefzoon. A couple of step over moves. Yosefzoon just scoring the 5th goal of the match for Suriname. Leuven getting a touch to the captain Ryan Dunk. Driving at the defense turn, the shot deflected, kept out by Francois Croix. Looked like Shaq Pinas coming in from his left back position to challenge and run at that Aruba defense. Florian Yosefzoon had a smooth little step over move to get past Jean-Pierre Hayden. Florian Yosefzoon, Rotherham United player. Started his career with Ajax. As Edward Clarissa coming off. And he's being replaced by by Daniel Linshear. There's a turn to shot. Oh! A spectacular golazo from long range. And it's Mikael Darson that puts it over the line into the back of the net for Suriname's 6th goal. A rocket shot. Great technique to keep the shot down. Abdul got a touch onto it. But Mikael Darson with the 6th for Suriname. And the best one of the game so far. Jean-Pierre Hayden coming off. And Eriksson Kreuz coming on. Kel Darson. It's a great hit for Suriname. And they are on the attack again. This side squaring inside for Hasselbank. Off of the player that's just come on, Erickson Kreuz. And Aruba once again scrambling in defense. Suriname just calmly playing the ball back. They've had a ton of space down that left side where Mark Jacobs is patrolling. And another step over move. Dimitri Apai is brought down. He's clutching his left calf. Mark Jacobs accidentally steps on him. So it appears that Dimitri Apai is okay, but they're working on Mark Jacobs, the right back for Aruba. Landed awkwardly on his right shoulder, it appears to be that they're working on. Yep, the right shoulder. Stanley Menso, the manager of Aruba. Safe to say this is not how he wanted World Cup qualifying to begin for one of the ABC islands. And Mark Jacobs is going to pick up a yellow card. Only 2 players have been booked so far. And both of them have been from Aruba. Mark Jacobs in the 78th and Nickinson Paul in the 50th. The center back. So Suriname with a chance here. Florian Jozefzoon, right-footed, elevating to keep the header out was Jimenez. Played quickly by Charon Cherry to Hasselbank, who has a hat trick. Although he had to get a hat trick on his 3rd try. Well, his 3rd try after the first 2 goals, I should say. Hasselbank missing a penalty in the 49th minute, then a few minutes later having a chance on goal that would go off the crossbar. And finally getting the assist from Diego Biseswar to get his hat trick. I wonder if Eric Abdul is talking to his players in Papiamento. Might have to learn that language. It sounds pretty cool. So Jozefzoon and Charon Cherry standing about Cherry. Left-footed, and it swings wide. Would have been a great goal if the swerve started it a little bit sooner. The player getting ready to come on for Suriname. It's like Jarrell Wilkes. Let's see who he comes on for. And Apai trying to make the turn. Jacobs. Gonna get our substitution here. Jarrell Wicks, who did come on as a second half substitute in the match against the Cayman Islands. He's going to come on and replace the man who scored a hat trick in the 80th minute. Jarrell Wicks, wearing the number 14, steps onto the pitch. So the only player in that attacking triumvirate up top that's still on the pitch is Thorian Josefsson. Can't complain about Nigel Hasselbank's performance in this match. 3 goals, did miss a penalty, but hey, when you're up 3-0 when you miss the penalty, it's okay. And that was the case. 3 goals for him. Strong performance for him and for Suriname so far. We are less than 10 minutes away from the conclusion of this matchup in Group B in World Cup qualifying. Well, great through ball out wide to Apai. Apai cutting in. Cherry with the turn. Cherry with the shot. It's kept out by Cruyff. Cherry again with the chance. And it sails well wide of the goal, defended by Eric Abdul. Suriname, first 2 matches here in World Cup qualifying, have put on quite a show. 3-0 victory over the Cayman Islands, and now a 6-0 result so far over Aruba. The header, oh, headed off the line. Ryan Donk got a head onto it, and it was sailing for the goal, but cleared off the line. And his 7th goal prevented by some excellent fundamental defending by Aruba. And now Ryan Donk, the captain. Galatasaray player, feeling something. I'm sure that Galatasaray, they don't want to see that. He is crucial for the Lions, because they are in they're not in a, well, I guess a lion fight, dog fight, kind of animalistic fight. They are in that situation in the race for the Turkish Super League title, trailing Beşiktaş and Fenerbahçe right on their heels. So they need Ryan Donk healthy. He is a regular starter, an important player in that defense for the Turkish Giants of Galatasaray. So for now, their Diamonds drop back defensively. A right back position. Another player down. This is Javier Jimenez now for Aruba.
It's the same player. Hey, it's the same player. You need to get him off. Get cramped.
You can hear the official saying it's the same player and they need to get him off the cramp for the FC Brandenburg 03 player, Javier Jimenez, native of Oranjestad. Came all the way from Germany. So now Ismail El-Fath, the referee for this encounter, the man in black. Now pushing forward. Leerdam was moved over to that right back position with Damil Donkerlouis subbed off. Linshear putting some pressure on the defense of Suriname. Nigel Hasselbank with a hat trick. An own goal by Francois Cruyff. Miguel Darson with a fantastic goal from 8 yards out. Florian Josefzoon in the right place at the right time off of a corner kick to make it 6. Those are the players. That accounts for the 6 goals in this match for Suriname. Down the middle, another play for Aruba going down. 87th minute, the fatigue, the cramps, another cramp. That's Walter Bennett. We saw Javier Jimenez picking up a cramp as well. This is the first competitive match for Aruba this season, or this calendar year, I should say. No matter how much training a player gets, does not equate. It just doesn't get you ready, or can't simulate the game action in practice. So Walter Bennett is gonna limp off for a little bit, get some treatment. I'm sure he'll come back in the game shortly. So Louisville. Ryan Dunk is slowly limping onto the pitch to number 15. That back line of Leerdam, Leuven, Donk, and Pinas. Leerdam to Josefzoon. Ryan Dunk with the poor first touch in the middle. Now a chance for Aruba to go through. This is a great through ball, trying to link up with Montecchio. Linshear with the pass. Tracking back defensively was Ramon Leuven, and now a chance up high on the left side. Pinas overlapping, pulls it up. Nicaragua have already won a match 7-0 in their World Cup qualifying campaign. So far, the biggest margin of victory. Suriname will look to equal that. All floated in. Far post! Josefzoon elevating. Just missed out on connecting on the header, Florian Josefzoon. 2 more substitutions coming on for Aruba. As Walter Bennett is going to come off. On the right is Ethan Tromp. And the number 20 is Jameer Howell. Both coming on in the 90th minute. Jimenez and Bennett coming off. Some fresh legs here for Stanley Menso. Now a chance here is Aruba. Montecchio. 1 against 3, and the 3 win. Now burst down the left side. How about that pace? Not pie, but well done defensively by Mark Jacobs, getting some help from the fresh legs of Jameer Howell to come over and help out. Pie, he turned on some serious speed. So we have 3 minutes of stoppage time here at the IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. With Suriname in full control of this match, basically from the beginning. They really have not been tested. Warner Hahn, the goalkeeper for Suriname, the only time I've mentioned his name is to say that he has not been tested throughout this match. Thorough, comprehensive performance by Suriname. They have now scored 9 goals and have not conceded a goal in World Cup qualifying in this start to World Cup qualifying. Foul committed. Eriksson Krois crashing into the player, Josefsson. So let's see if Suriname can get a 7th here right before the end, right before the final whistle. High scoring group so far. Canada beating Bermuda 5-1, Suriname 3-0 over Cayman Islands. Let's see what Canada can do against the Cayman Islands here at the IMG Academy in Bradenton. Well done defensive header, cleared out. Eventually falls to Eric Santos de Gouveia and cleared up the pitch, but Kevin Leerdam was moved over to that right back position with the substitution of Demille Dankerlui. Josefsson still with it inside. Josefsson trying to cut back. Ran into brick wall of the number 6, Santos de Gouveia. Another set piece opportunity here. Josefsson, this might be the last kick of the match. Swerving effort, the header! And then the chance at the far post by Shaquille Pinas. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it from the IMG Academy. A dominant performance from start to finish, from the opening whistle to the final whistle for Suriname. They pick up the victory. 6-0 is the final. They move provisionally to the top of Group B in this first round of World Cup qualifying for CONCACAF 2022, the quest for Qatar. 3 goals by Nigel Hasselbank, Mikkel Darson and Thorin Josefsson with goals as well. And then Francois Krois with an own goal in the 29th minute. That is how this match would play out. Disappointing for Eric Abdul, who made some great saves in the first half. But Kendrick Paulina and the rest of his squad, Daniel Linshear, disappointed with the result. 6-0 in favor of Suriname, who have dominated this matchup historically. They are now